So I wanted to show you the Temu jeans I got. Hopefully the lighting's not bad, but these are a size 8. And I will tell you, I wore them all day. They're very comfortable, but they're slightly too big. So I hope that after I wash them, they'll shrink a little. But they're boot cut. This is the side, the front. You really can't see the back too much, but my work boots. But yeah, they're definitely long enough. Extremely comfortable. I think I paid $15 for these. So yeah, I would highly recommend. Even if they don't shrink too much, they're still wearable. But yeah, they're actually supposed to be slim fit. And I can tell you they do not fit slim fit. But I don't like tight jeans anyway. But yeah, I recommend. I definitely buy these again. Had a bunch of potatoes that were going soft and growing eyes in my refrigerator because obviously I haven't used them in a long time. So I'm just going to make a giant batch of mashed potatoes. I threw in a chicken bouillon cube just to add some extra flavor to them. But mashed potatoes are extremely versatile. You can make a huge batch. You can make potato pancakes, you can make shepherd's pie, you can make KFC, you can use them on their own. You can make almost like a twice baked potato recipe out of them. You can pretty much do anything that you want with mashed potatoes. So yeah, I'm just going to make them. I'm just going to make them like mashed potatoes, salt, pepper, milk, butter. Let them cool off, put them in a freezer bag, throw them in my freezer, and when I want to use them, I'll just take them out for whatever I'm going to use them with. So that's an idea you can do if you have potatoes that have started to go bad. I mean, not bad, they're not like rotten, but starting to go soft and grow eyes. Good morning, all. It is 5 to 7 in the morning, Saturday. Already did my laundry. It's in the dryer now. My first load's in the dryer. So Saturday morning, simple. I gotta clean my house. My kitchen's a disaster. I'm going to make a breakfast casserole using country gravy, eggs, breakfast sausage, and potatoes, and biscuits. So we're gonna see how that turns out. And then it's gonna be a disgusting rainy day today, all day. So today I'm just gonna relax, and after I do everything that I'm supposed to do, or not supposed to, but have to do, I'm just gonna relax for the rest of the day. Tomorrow, I really have to get back on my walking schedule because I'm seriously feeling it in my body. I don't have the energy I usually have. My muscles and bones are achy, and the dog would appreciate it too. So that's my goal. I have the week off, so that's my goal, to get myself back on the schedule doing that, because I was doing it. I was doing it every single day, walking a couple miles a day, and then winter came and snow and crappy weather, and I just kind of got off that schedule. So I have to force myself to get back on. And then, so for the week, as far as my company knows, I have gone to the moon, so they're not to contact me. But for the week, usually around this time of year, I start my spring cleaning. I have a steam cleaner that I use on my floors. I use around the toilet bowls. I don't use it on my cabinets because they're veneers, so the steam will make the veneer start peeling. So I don't use it on that. But yeah, I clean the outside of my cabinets, the inside of my cabinets. I usually also shampoo my carpets. So that's something that I want to get done while I'm off, so I could just get that out of the way, so I don't have to spend like a whole entire weekend doing that. I also Want to start working in the backyard. Getting that set up to start doing some planting. I have a giant planter in my backyard that I need to dump whatever's in that planter out. I have a couple plants that I need to replant. I'm probably going to put it in that giant planter because they're pretty large plants. One of them is starting to die because the planter that I have pretty much exploded. It fell apart. So like the roots are showing and everything. So one of the plants I have in that planter is dying. So I need to get rid of that and divide them out. And I also want to go to furniture stores and look at furniture so I can get some ideas, because the couch I've had for about 7-8 years, so it's starting to fall apart. It's stained, the stains don't come out anymore. And then I have a chair underneath my window that the dogs, my prior dog that died and the dog I have now, use to look out the living room window, so that's like ripped, so I need to replace that. The tables I've had forever, so they're coming loose. So yeah, I need some new furniture. And I also want to look at a new rug too, because the rug I have is becoming bare also. So everything's falling apart. Just everything's falling apart. I just got to replace them. But I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this plant here, you could see, it kind of fell apart, and the evergreen tree I have in there is starting to die. And once an evergreen starts turning yellow and brown, evergreens don't come back from that. But I do have this plant in that also, so I'm probably going to get rid of the evergreen. I'm going to take this plant and also this plant in that pot there, and I'm going to plant them in this pot that I have outside. It's not warm enough for me to do that yet. I have to wait till the evening temperatures get to 50 degrees before I could start putting my plants outside. But yeah, that's the plan for that. And then the couch I have here is like, as you can see, the animal is allowed on the furniture. The couch I have here is like 7 years old, probably 8, and it's done, it's done. And these tables that I have here, the legs are starting to get loose and starting to get chipped. And then this rug I have here, I've had this forever, and it has moved at least 5 times with me. And I actually bought this at a garage sale. Oh my goodness, has to be like 10 years ago. But it's at its last life. It's starting to get threadbare now. I really like it though. I like the colors of it. So I want to look for something else with the same colors, not necessarily the same pattern. And this is a chair here that's here's my window. This is a chair right underneath the window that the dogs go on to look out the window. I have a blanket right there that's covering the rip that I have on the arm from their nails. And this thing too, this thing is like all stained and everything. You just can't get them out anymore. So yeah, so I want to get some ideas on what to do, what kind of furniture I want. I've been looking online, but I really haven't found anything that like I want. And if I'm going to spend the amount of money it costs for furniture, I want something that I really, really like, not something that'll do. I don't want to spend a ton of money because, the dog does go on and off the furniture, so I don't want to spend like thousands of dollars, but I want to get something that I like. And this coat rack will be going down into the basement in a few weeks. Unfortunately, I have no like coat closets or anything here. So yeah, that will be going down in a few weeks. And let me set you back up here. So yeah, so that is my plan for my week off. I mean, it doesn't sound like a vacation, but to me, I don't have to go into work. I don't have to listen. I don't have to do any peopling. And yes, I say that as a verb because that's how I feel about it. I could do what I want. I could take my time doing what I want. I don't have to rush around like I do on the weekends and to get everything done that you weren't able to do while you were working during the week. And then, you're freaking exhausted on the weekends and you don't want to do anything else after you finish all your running around and your chores and everything else. So I'm so looking forward to it. I haven't taken off in over a year, I have to say. And I've taken one sick day in 10 months. So I seriously need some time off. My brain is starting to feel exhausted, not having time to myself. But we all know how that feels. So yeah, so right now I'm going to clean up the kitchen. I'm going to clean my house. And then we'll go into the breakfast casserole. Okay, so we're going to start cooking. I have my oven preheating to 350. This is going to be as we go along. I have a pan here with country crock plant butter. Let me get a bowl. Alright. I'm going to crack 6 eggs. We're just going to make some scrambled eggs. Make them however you like them. I have a pan here with some oil heating up. And I'm going to add some shredded hash browns to it. Break it up a little first. The hash browns are going to take a while to make. And they're like frozen solid. I'll break them up a little. As much as you want. I think this is enough. We're just going to let these cook up there. And I'm going to add some pepper to these. And some salt. Now I'm going to crack up 6 eggs. And when I'm done with the 6 eggs, cracking them, I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, I had a little bit of technical difficulty. My remote for my phone wasn't working. So I have 6 eggs in this bowl here. You're on the other side of my stove, so probably won't be able to see much, but 6 eggs. I'm going to scramble them up. I'm going to add some fat-free half and half. And I think for shits and giggles, I'm going to add some Asiago cheese to this too. Some pepper. And some salt, not a lot because the cheese has salt in it. Mix this up again, scramble it up. And I'm just going to pour it in the pan and let it do its thing. I have the potatoes here. I'm just going to stir these around. My pan's awfully slippy sliding on this stove. but I guess that's what you get when you buy a cheap pan. And I'm just going to add some more oil to this. I'm just going to add some more olive oil to this. My oven is preheated. I have some breakfast sausage here that I made last week, but it's not enough. So I have this another roll of breakfast sausage that I'm gonna cook up. So we're gonna let these cook, and I'll get back to you when we start putting everything together. Okay, so I have my eggs, potatoes, and sausage all in here. So I did use that whole thing of sausage, and I'm just gonna mix it around. And the reason why you want to cook everything ahead of time is because you're only going to put this in the oven for as long as it takes to make the biscuits to cook. So just going to mix it around as best we can. And then I have my biscuit gravy here, which I just made as per the instructions on the package. Just going to dump that in, mix it around again. Now, I usually do make my own sausage gravy, but I just didn't feel like it. I'm just doing what's easy today. So I have a can of refrigerated biscuits here, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to split them in half, like so. We're just going to put them on top. And by the way, I raised my oven temperature to 375 because that's what it said for the can of biscuits. So you just cover this whole thing with the biscuits. I actually have 2 left over. Well, 2.5. I'm going to throw on a baking sheet. I'm going to put this in the oven, 375. And it says here on the biscuit can for 11 to 15 minutes. So I'm going to start it at 12. And I'll be back to you in 12. So I did wind up getting a new bed set at Walmart. I did wind up paying a little more than I wanted to, only because it came with a full set of sheets, which, by the way, very comfortable because I did use them. So, seafoam green. The only thing it didn't come with was a bed sham, which I already had. So it's got little button designs like here and some piping. So yeah, this is the color I wanted. This was the only place that I could find it in this. A little bit more than I wanted to spend, but I like it. The rest of the room is pretty much blue carpets, blue lamps, and I did have a blue and white bed set on this first, but I'm sick of blue. So yeah, that's why I changed it. Okay, so I just got this out of the oven. It took 15 minutes to cook. I'm just gonna let this sit here for like 5 minutes to, I don't know, not harden up, but set up. And then we'll do a taste test, see how it is. Okay, so I have my plate here. Let's try this out and try to get a bite of everything. Biscuits, eggs, potatoes. Oh yes. Oh, this was a good idea. Well, I'm saving this one for the books. Alright, so I'm going to eat this. I finished cleaning. My laundry's still going. I made the dish that I was going to show you what I was making today. So that's pretty much it for this video. Now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.